Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. As you can see, we're over on the free-to-play account on the test server. I wanted to go ahead and see the brand new hero that came out for the Mauler faction. As you can see right here, he is, which is Anoki, the Blood Guard. So let's run through his skills, we'll run through his signature item, we'll go ahead and test the heroes, also check out what else we got for the patch. So his ultimate skill, Savage Stampede. Anoki blows his war horn, calling forth a stampede of Ironjaw beasts that are able to strike 3 enemies. Ironjaw standing in the Ironjaw way are dealt 50% damage and are carried backwards towards edge of the screen. So very, very big for CC aspect there. Reminds me exactly of Serius with his waves, so he'll go ahead and summon the Ironjaws and push you all the way back to the stage. Once the enemies reach the edge of the screen, they are sent hurling in the air and suffer 120% damage, which leaves them stunned for 2 seconds. So again, same as Serius, it's going to be a knockback and then a knock up. So combining 2 of Serius's abilities in one, which would be very cool because that's the entire screen. So if everyone's affected by this and everyone's hit by that, that is a pretty good CC aspect. Raging Stomp, Anoki stomps the ground 3 times. At the first 2 stomps, each deals 65% damage, while the final stomp deals 120% damage, leaving them stunned. So again, having 2 forms of CC, the Raging Stomp and then the Savage Stampede, very, very cool already, because remember, the Mauler faction does not have CC. As we know, short of the fear that is produced by Titus, CC is what they have been lacking, as well as support. Born to Lead, Aura manifests Anoki manifests an aura around himself that lasts for 8 seconds. While the aura is present, all allies, including Anoki, have their attack rating increased by 8%, their damage received reduced by 10%, and the frequency of their normal attack is increased by 15%. Melee heroes receiving an extra increase of 150% of all preceding attributes, and attack rating is raised by 10%. So not only does he have 2 stuns, he is going to have an aura that is going to give higher attack rating, damage reduction, and an increased normal attack speed, which is very, very powerful. That's a very cool ability. So he does play kind of a CC and a support class, even though, as you can see here, he is a tank and primary control, which is the CC aspect. So the Horn of War, used once in the start of battle, the ability grants allies a protective shield that lasts for 5 seconds, which is able to mitigate damage that is equal to 20% of his health, up to 30% of his health at level 3. So again, a very cool ability, especially if you're fighting bigger burst teams. That is going to make a huge, huge difference. So not only does he have 2 forms of CC, he has the ability to mitigate damage reduction with the Born to Lead ability, as well as increasing attack rating, increasing attack speed, and melee heroes will receive an extra increase of 150% of all of the preceding attributes. So overall, he is a pretty solid tank. He does have some good damage mitigation, especially with the shields and with his Born to Lead ability and the Horn of War. Plus he has several stuns. Not only a stun that'll hit everybody on the map, which is very, very cool, but also knocking them up in the air, which is going to be another form of CC where they are stunned. And Raging Stomp. Final Stomp causes the enemy to lose 25% or 25 haste for 5 seconds. So he's going to negate the damage there as well. Very, very powerful Mauler. So Lilith, thank you very much for at least making a Mauler that I think people will use. He could be a replacement for Warwick at this point, is what I'm kind of thinking, seeing him just offhand. Warwick is good, but lacks a lot of CC and the survivability that it seems like Anoki is bringing into this team comp. And as you see, I have my little side camera here because it's super, super bright in my office again. Let's check out his signature item. This ability raises Anoki's attack rating for 4% for every non-summon ally that is standing near him, and raises his defense by 10% for every enemy standing near him. So again, a very, very solid increase to his tanking ability, defense rating by 10%, and he's going to be doing more damage. Very, very cool ability. The plus 10, the ability raises Anoki's attack rating by 8% for every non-summon, and defense by 15. So it seems like it's kind of Talene, where it's increasing the attack rating and increasing the defense rating. Plus 20, excluding summon allies when there are more than a total of 3 characters on the battlefield, including enemies and allies. He recovers 5% of his maximum health per second and becomes immune to crowd control. Holy cow! So not only does he have the attack and the defense similar to Talene when heroes are around him, he has Arthur's ability, which is the 5% of his maximum health per second and becomes immune to crowd control. He has Serius's knockback, Serius's stun. He does have a shield and the ability to raise the attack and defense of heroes around him. Plus 30, the ability raises Anoki's attack rating by 12% for every non-summoned ally that is standing near him. So essentially, if you have multiple enemies near him, or if he's tanking 2 or 3 targets, his attack rating and his defense rating is going to be absolutely crazy high, depending how his scaling is. Wow, attack rating by 12% and his defense rating by 20% for every enemy standing near him. So he is going to be just an absolute monster that can go ahead and heal himself, as well as immune to crowd control abilities. Wow, they must have really put some time and effort into this hero, because that is a lot of combinations and a lot of other heroes. Like I said, with the Savage Stampede, it seems like Serius, Raging Stomp, does a stun plus a haste reduction, which haste reduction is pretty big, especially in PvP. Combined with an aura, that's going to increase attack rating, reduce damage, and give a shield at the beginning of battle, which is awesome against burst teams. He's got a lot going on for him. So let's go ahead and test him. So there's his shield for the first 5 seconds of battle. There's the aura, which, as you know, looking at Oscar's aura, looking at a couple ones, that is a big aura. And that knocks everybody back, leaving them stunned. And there's his triple stomp. And again, the horn that knocks everybody back. Wow, so that aura is pretty big. So even if he's going to be sitting towards the back line, or even fighting a hero that is going to push him back, it seems like similar to a Scrag, he's going to keep everybody on the enemy side of the battle, as you can see, just because of his skills. Which means that Scrag can push him back, and he can push him back with his ult and his aura. I could see him combined with Titus on the Mauler team. That way Titus can come over with him, because he does have multiple stuns as well as the aura to keep Titus alive in the Mauler faction. And thank you, Kenpaki III, for subscribing. Very cool new hero. I cannot wait to see him. Look at the haste. And that's not even with his signature item. So signature item is going to make a big difference with his not only immune to crowd control, increasing attack, increasing defense, and giving him that health regen of 5 hit points, 5% hit points per second. Wow, he is a very cool Mauler addition. It's gonna make a big difference for the Mauler team. So let's see what else we got in the patch. I know a couple other little things, like they said the slide bars were going in, which there they are. So if you got 20 essence here, you can go ahead and use your slide bar, which I guess is just a little tweak. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think what else that we had here. I think I already got rid of the message. I know they did do some updates, which a lot of the updates are not in yet. The new Voyage of Wonder is not up yet. The new Peaks of Time, which is I believe 20-20, that is going to be coming in, is not in yet. For the Wandering Balloon, which there it is, the Depths of Time with the Wandering Balloon, is not in yet. I believe that was about everything, if I'm just recalling from memory. So very cool hero to see what they're putting in. Very interested to see how he changes. He has, like I said, it seems like a good solid combination of a bunch of different heroes to really make him work. But it seems like he is going to be very strong. Nobody uses Maulers at this point. So I'm hoping this is going to be the keynote hero that you can build a solid team around. I can see him performing super well in the Mauler Tower, providing the CC and the healing, damage reduction, and the aura with the shields. Just absolutely crazy with the amount of things that he can do. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new hero. I think he's very, very cool. I cannot wait to get him. He's might be the new focus on my Mauler account. Might pick up some faction scrolls and try to pick him up, because if we can build him, he will replace Warwick essentially. Screg is very powerful. Sophia Skarath is very powerful, but adding him in as a primary tank to hold the line and keep the heroes off of the back line with the Mitsu and K-Sauce, or even with Verk, will make a big difference for the Mauler team. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.